This week, we take a look at McHenry's basketball finals, Warren vs. McHenry,
Girls Lacrosse,
Inclusion Week,
Little Shop of Horrors,
and Empower Her Club.
All that and more
on the Warrior Weekly. Good morning, Warriors, and welcome to this week's edition of the Warrior Weekly. Presented by Warrior Student Media, I'm Haley Downing.
And I'm Jenny Taylor. This week, we take a look at a number of exciting events and stories at MCHS.
But first, Warrior Student Media shoots for the basket as basketball's regionals with Warren vs. McHenry in the finals. Warren coming up with the win.
On February 28th, the McHenry Warriors faced the Warren Blue Devils in the annual 4A Boys Varsity Basketball Championship. Senior Connor McLean expresses his personal and team goals for this season and how substitution plays a huge role in team chemistry.
Well, I think there was all one goal that we ultimately wanted. We wanted to be champions, and we all just kind of had tunnel vision looking straight towards that goal, and that's how we kind of maintained everything. Something was, I think, when Adam Anwar got hurt, arguably one of our better players on the team, it kind of gave all of us a new role on having to step up. And I think we did that really well with winning, I think it was like 5-6 in a row conference games, which was really nice, and then he came back.
Teamwork and friendships are one of the most important aspects of playing on a team. Junior Adam Anwar speaks more about how his team built relationships the entire season.
We all got super close, whether it was practice, outside of practice. We went out to get food together. We all talked to each other in group chat all the time. There's no beef on the team at all. Everyone loves each other, and we're all just like a brotherhood. We're all a family at the end of the day. I was kind of thinking about just like the seniors and us, like our relationship that we've built over the last couple of years, and I've known them for a pretty decent amount of time. So the fact that thinking about the fact that it was over playing with them is kind of heartbreaking in a way, but. I was thinking about how it was over, and then I was also thinking about the memories we all made and stuff, and just staying happy and staying positive, and knowing those are some of my best friends. So.
Anwar further describes his thoughts on how teamwork is one of the most important parts of playing competitive basketball, and how his coach motivated him as well as his team.
Yeah, a lot of people got hurt through the year, and a lot of people felt like at times we felt disconnected from each other in a way, and I think towards the end of the year we realized that we've made a really big statement for the school as a basketball program. So we just all played hard, and we all got really close with each other and just be a team. Yeah, at practice, we always talk about what's the next thing to happen. We have a game that we lose. What's the next game that's going to come after that? We didn't let a burden kind of take us down and have a toll on our season, which is why we were able to win so many games and able to have a lot of success. So I think our coaches just kept pushing us day after day, and they never took off the brakes, and I think that really helped us as a team and just being successful.
Overall, the basketball team did very well this season. McLean shares his favorite moments this year.
Just everything, man. Just the kids playing as hard as they can, showing effort. I don't think there was one play I can look back on those two games we played where they weren't giving it 100% and wanted to win as much as everybody else did. So that's probably the best moment, just watching everybody play as a team and really come together.
The Warriors fought extremely hard this season with some great games and plays. Hopefully can extend this teamwork and sportsmanship into next season. Reporting for the Warrior Weekly were Travis Kokinos, Noah Outwater, Kevin Hibbs, and Scotty Cole.
Empower Her Club, a club that protects the rights of women and strengthening their bond between each other. Warrior Student Media investigates the improvement seen within MCHS's club.
Last week, the Empower Her Club hosted an event during each lunch period to promote Women's History Month throughout McHenry High School. The Empower Her Club is a student-led activity that meets whenever students are free after school. Club advisor Miss Stacy Rockweiler explains how the club came to be and the importance of women empowerment.
Well, we started off as having an activism club, and then in our school we started having all these specialized activist groups, which is wonderful. So the activism club just started focusing on mostly just female empowerment type issues, so we decided this year to change it to be a specific club just for female empowerment. It is a student-led club, so this is our first year doing it. So we've just been kind of meeting when students are available or when we have something that we need to do. But we're hoping in the future to have more regularly set meetings.
The return of the Empower Her Club brings many different positive changes for women to get more recognition. Sophomore Cancelica Ciez shares her positive thoughts about the club.
Yes, I've seen so many good changes. Since it's kind of just starting up again, since last semester, kind of starting this semester again, I think there's definitely been great changes since our first meeting. Many people are going to learn more about what women do, especially this month since it's March. So I think, it's definitely going to be a great impact for McHenry.
Cancelica Ciez isn't the only member of the club that talks about the positive effects the Empower Her Club has. Riley Scott, a sophomore at MCHS, shares her thoughts on why the Empower Her Club is so important for our school.
Right now, more than anything, I think our school needs a community of women to support each other, because a lot of times I see girls dragging each other down, friendships are ruined, stuff like that. So I think that bringing awareness to women's issues within the school and just the amazing things that women are doing every single day will really help inspire people to try to be positive and bring each other up.
Riley goes into depth on how the Empower Her clubs help spread awareness throughout our school and community.
I definitely want to be a part of this club because I believe in the cause, and I was really kind of upset that this club is dying because I've met a lot of people who also believe in the cause and they want to spread, positivity throughout the community of women in our school. So I just wanted to join it to make sure that we're actually making an impact. And yeah, the progress that I've seen is that people are becoming a lot more aware of these issues and stuff like that. Now that we're hanging up posters and stuff, I've heard it mentioned that they've noticed that they have Angela Davis in their mind now, and they're thinking about the amazing things that she's done. And we're also going to be handing out cards to give to a woman in your life that means something to you, and hopefully that will help.
The Empower Her Club aims to give a voice to women at MCHS and lifts young women through difficult times.
Shorten the gender gap and stuff and make women feel appreciated. Yep.
If any student wants to join the Empower Her Club, email Miss Stacy Rockweiler for more information about the club. Reporting for the Warrior Weekly and WSM, I'm Ika Villa, Cora Benz, and Addison Dembski.
Hey Haley, have you heard about Inclusion Week?
Yeah, Jenny, Warrior Buddies, right?
Duh, Warrior Buddies hosts their annual event that helps bring everyone together. McHenry puts their differences aside as a week of long-lasting tradition begins. Warriors started off Inclusion Week this past Monday. Students had a chance to write what inclusion means to them and put it on the inclusion wall. Mr. Single explains more in depth what Inclusion Week is.
So Inclusion Week is this culmination of a bunch of different activities to promote positivity and inclusivity in our school, right? And so we are creating opportunities for students to get to know each other and do more to create a positive environment that's welcoming for every single student and staff member that walks into this building this week.
MCHS uses Inclusion Week to show kindness around our school and to make people more included. Sophomore Aiden Neville explains much more on how MCHS is inclusive.
MCHS does a very well job at making the entire school feel connected. Definitely help include in group activities, especially if I do not have a partner or a group. Sometimes students will come up to people with or without groups and ask them if they want to join, even if they don't know the person.
Inclusion Week at MCHS is run by our Warrior Buddies, which was originally created to start and maintain friendships between people with and without disabilities. Junior Ellie Newman shares some of the people within MCHS that make her feel included. She also shares some activities that she enjoys doing within our Warrior Buddy program.
Muchas lesiones se pasan para vivir tienen and present, Matthew, and again. I'm really curious to have fun and lesiones sciences and craft and reading and water buddies.
Throughout the week, Warriors at both campuses had the chance to win prizes by participating in activities such as the Garden of Inclusion, the Goose Chase, and a social media campaign encouraging kindness. Closing out Inclusion Week, Warriors had the opportunity to be the eye and kind. MCHS participates in many activities to show kindness and inclusion around our schools. Reporting for the Warrior Weekly and WUSM, we are Haley Downing, Isaiah Seekings, and Jenny Taylor.
Next, let's turn to the weatherman, Noah Outwater, to get the latest update on how the week will look. Noah, over to you.
Thank you, Haley. Good morning, Warriors. I'm Noah Water, local weatherman, and this is this week's weather forecast. Warmer weather is definitely upon us, and that spring season is coming into play. Starting off with today, a gorgeous 52 degrees, clouds and sun with a low of 31. Wednesday, cloudy with a 56 degree and a low of 31. Thursday, still cloudy, but at least that sun is coming. 58 degrees, that weather is getting warmer. People be happy. Friday, almost breaking that 70 degree mark with a temp of 68, lowest being 47. Saturday, heavy precipitation is to be expected, high of 60, low of 39. And that's the weather for the week. Have an amazing day, Warriors. Back to you, Jenny.
Thanks, Noah. Up next, girls lacrosse has brand new coaches, looking at Mr. Albert and Miss Fry.
MCHS girls lacrosse team begins their season with their tryouts on Monday, March 3rd at McHenry Field. Assistant coach Catherine Fry expresses how excited she is to coach this sport for the first time, as well as working with the athletes.
I'm really excited just to kind of experience it for the first time. Albert and I are both new coaches, but we have a lot of girls that have a lot of experience with the program, so it's been really fun to kind of work with them, and we kind of just are going through the motions and kind of figuring it out together.
After coaching at a previous school, Fry saw the opportunity with the open girls lacrosse assistant coach position and decided to take a chance.
I think it's a really fun opportunity. Last year I was a track coach at a different school, so when I saw this opening back at McHenry, I definitely wanted to coach at a school that I worked at, and it's just a whole different group of kids that I maybe would have never coached otherwise.
Seniors Skylar McCafferty and Amber Bach emphasize on the excitement of starting this season with a new team and getting closer with their teammates.
This season, I'm really excited for our games, and overall, just, I think we have a really good team and a lot of positive energy. So I'm just really excited to do that and get closer with each other.
I'm looking forward to the connections that we're going to make as a team.
McCafferty brings up how last season's team was set and how players were more experienced versus this year having newcomers.
Last season, it was definitely different because we had a set team established, and there was people who've been playing with a lot of seniors that have been playing. So it's a little bit harder this year because all of them graduated, so it's just mostly new people. But I think it'll be good, especially after they get taught.
Bach hopes for the coaches to excel more than last year's coaches and to help the team improve.
Hoping they'll be better than the last year coaches. They'll work us harder and just help us become better.
The expectations for this program is to rebuild the team and culture also, as well as making sure these athletes are working hard.
I think it's just really trying to build the program back up. There's been a lot of kind of changes throughout the past couple of years in terms of coaching and girls graduating and things like that. So kind of just building back that team culture, and kind of just making sure that girls are putting their all into each practice so that we can get better and better and better.
McCafferty is excited to work with these coaches and is happy to see that they are researching and wanting to teach these athletes.
I think it's kind of harder because they've never played, but I think so far they've been really great and they're researching. So yeah, I think it's definitely going to be fun, and I think they have a lot to teach us.
Fry describes how coaching is going to be a time commitment along with balancing teaching, which will result in prioritizing one more than the other.
I think it's going to be a lot of it's a big time commitment, and it's going to be a lot of kind of playing around with schedules in the beginning, but I think as the season goes on and kind of as we get the schedule kind of locked in, I think the balance will kind of naturally fall into place.
Good luck to the girls lacrosse team as they welcome this new chapter. Reporting for the Warrior Weekly, we are Vivian Lee, Olivia Keeler, Fionn Curtain, and Isabel Townsend.
Warrior Student Media dances away to the upcoming musical Little Shop of Horrors.
This week, our theater department is showcasing their production of Little Shop of Horrors. Senior Jameson Shea tells us why people should come see the musical.
People should come see this musical because it is different from what we have done in the past, because we have jumped from SpongeBob then to Shrek, so two widely known musicals because of the movies and TV shows. But this one has drama, this one has comedy, this one has some amazing actors, some amazing dances, and amazing songs that we have put a lot of work and effort into. Plus, it's just a fun night out. Come support the arts.
Having joined the musical, sophomore 7th Snelton explains what the community has been like for them.
Everybody wants to be friends with you. It's, no one really cares what you look like or what you're interested in. It's so open and welcoming, and everyone just talks to each other, and it's really nice and open, and it's nice to have a space like that. If you have a hard day, it's nice to say, oh, I have rehearsal at the end of the day, I can see this person, yada, yada, yada. It's just a nice, positive environment, I feel, and it's made me a lot of friends, and these are friends that I really appreciate and love.
Jamison Shea gives us a look into the set of the musical.
I love the fact for the set that we have like the outside of the shop and the shop side by side. So we have the stoop and like the brick wall for the outside, and then right next to it we have the interior of the shop, and then also the puppets we have. The puppets are so cool. They range from like really small potted Audrey 2s to the huge humongous Audrey 2 we have, that all of them get controlled in some aspect. It's all really cool.
Seven Snelton goes over what working alongside so many different people during the musical has been like.
It can be a little stressful because we all feel stressed at times, but at the end of the day, you make a lot of fun moments with each other, and you get to create inside jokes and little rituals that you do, and it's just really fun having people to practice with while you're preparing for it, because they help each other, they can help you memorize, they can help you sing different parts if you're having trouble. So it's just a nice shoulder to lean on, and it makes really fun memories.
Make sure to come see the musical this week on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Tickets are selling out fast. And if you're interested in joining the MCHS Theater Department, please talk to your counselor for more information. Reporting for the Warrior Weekly were Lex Bach, Ryson Dalcheka, Haley Wilkerson, and Cadence Hendricks.
That's all for today's show. Be sure to follow the Warrior Weekly on all social media platforms, including X, Insta, and TikTok.
For Haley Downing and all of Warrior Student Media, I'm Jenny Taylor. Have a wonderful week, Warriors.